Hello, Steve White, Trekboy89 for Steve Arts89. Well, I just want to talk about Star Trek Discovery Season 5 for a minute. I mean, we're near the end of their little 5-year mission, and I have to say, this is the most boring and pointless season they've ever had. Now, it's not actually the worst season in some ways, but it's such a letdown from Season 4. Season 4 actually tried to tell a science fiction story, actually had some element. It felt like Star Trek for 3 or 4 episodes. And I was really shocked, and I was really hoping the next season would be, better, that it would be more Star Trek. But it's just totally thrown it away, and it's just trying to be Indiana Jones or something. And it was just so predictable and boring, the whole season. So it's like, well, they're going to take about 2 episodes to work out what the situation is, and then we've got the 5 puzzle pieces. So we're going to have 5 episodes in a row finding each puzzle piece, and then we'll have the end of that, and then we'll have like the final sort of 2-parter, which will just be a big fight with Mol and Michael Burnham, of course, that the show totally revolves around, will win, of course. And the only interesting about the next episode, because we've seen a few little scenes now, and it just looks like your basic, we have to beat the baddies. Oh, they've got a big ship, they've got lots of little reinforcement ships, and it's just another Star Wars battle with big ships moving around and little ships sort of flying around like dogfights around them. It's like, it's just really pointless. They're not exploring anything. It's not Star Trek. It's just a waste of time, and I'm just really disappointed because, like I said, Season 4 was decent. It started off a bit rocky, but it got good and it got interesting, and I liked the way it ended. It's only because they were knocking off Star Trek The Motion Picture, but I thought maybe, having worked out how to tell a Star Trek story through that, maybe they might have kept doing that, but instead it's just a MacGuffin hunt. It's just Indiana Jones in space, and the only interesting thing about the last episode is at least Michael Burnham and Mol are in some sort of other dimension or something fighting. It does seem to have some stylized or just some interesting images and circumstances, so there might be some interesting set pieces and that in it. Aside from that, it's just going to be a bitch fight between Mol and Michael. Michael will win, and she will, have possession of the literal, creation of our sort of all the, life in our universe. And I'm sure she'll find some way to make that about her, and that's going to be the end of it pretty much. I have heard a few little rumours that they're going to link the end of the show to Enterprise or Enterprise's timeline, which some people have suggested is an alternative timeline since First Contact, which would explain some of the little things they didn't quite get in canon, although for the most part everything